Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. With us now is our good friend from Penn Chiropractic Center, Dr. Randy Penn. Morning, Doc. How are you?
Good morning, Andy. Doing great.
Good.
Thanks.
Welcome back.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's awesome to be here.
We love having you on Mondays because I feel like when you leave, I'm wiser. When I walk out of here, and it's a great way to start the week. You have such a passion for healthcare, and sometimes you're reminding us things we should know.
Yeah, listen to your body, right?
Eat well.
Drink water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
But you're also very innovative, and you have some great technology. And this morning, I really want you to tell our viewers about your laser technology.
The laser is awesome. There's different classes of laser, and I studied it for probably 5 to 10 years before I really got one that we got.
Yeah.
And the one that I was studying was class 3, and it made perfect sense. A light beam could go into tissue, and it could excite the cells and create microcirculation, and that's what it did. Okay. But when it went to class 4, we can do today in 6 or 7 minutes what it may take us 200 or 300 minutes to do.
Oh, wow.
In terms of power
from
the laser going into the cells. So once it went to class 4, it made more sense for us clinically to get it because we could help more people in a faster, stretch of time. So it's pretty interesting how it works. Is that the light beam goes into the cells. Remember, we're always talking about cellular health, right? And how do we get the cells to the best state so that then the body can really heal itself. So after we do some of the other technologies, we typically will do the laser toward the end because it pulls inflammation out and it puts energy into the cells. So the light beam, does everyone remember the mitochondria?
Yes.
Remember that? The mitochondria, what is it? The powerhouse, right?
There you
for
go.
the cell,
Yeah.
right?
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So
Yes.
that's the powerhouse for the cell. So what that does is provides energy for every cell. So the light beam is absorbed by the mitochondria, which then creates a biochemical reaction that creates more ATP, which is energy.
Wow.
So now the cells have more power to really heal themselves. So, and at the same time, we're pulling out inflammation. So we can visually see inflammation during that 7-minute window many times if it's really inflamed.
How does it work? Is it a specific part of the body each time that you're focused on? What is the patient experience, Doc?
It depends on what's going on with them. If they're having headaches, then we have special goggles that they use, and we shine the light around the head. If there's a neck strain, we really just targeting that area, and it's kind of like painting a picture. It takes a little time, 6-7 minutes, and you're over just a small area, but that area is getting sometimes like 3,700 joules, that's energy, right? That's a measure of energy.
Is it a painful procedure?
No,
process?
it feels great.
Doesn't hurt at all.
Oh, it feels amazing. It's warm.
So where did you have some?
He's helped me with a lot of things. My knee once, but one time I literally called him I was moving big, heavy furniture.
Big, heavy furniture?
With somebody else, and then they left, and I just had small furniture to move. And all of a sudden, something I think from lifting a big one, but then I called and said, I can't even walk.
Wow.
I crawled to my car.
Oh my God.
Drove to their office, literally hobbled in. Had a mind, I don't adjust very well, and Randy has been very patient with me, but he figures out a way to help me relax for a second. And then, I'm not kidding you, we did that laser every day they even came in on their day off and did it. And it was about a week.
Okay.
And I was healed.
Really?
I was
Amazing.
and I felt better every single time.
Right.
It wasn't like I just woke up and felt great. I had increments of improvement. And we mentioned this last time you were on about the pulse treatment. It almost for me becomes like a spa, like wellness moment where I can just meditate or sleep and drool as I share. This is the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You just got to close your eyes, and you do have glasses on, so it's nice and dark, and it's very, very comfortable. And I feel like you mentioned you can watch inflammation reduce immediately. And I feel like as you're watching that reduce, you're having such great relief from your discomfort too, and it's pretty strong and quick.
Well, think of the alternative in that situation. What would you have done, right? You would have either been in pain, or you probably would have. Someone probably would have had you getting surgery or something.
Maybe.
You never
maybe.
know.
I mean,
you just never know.
Maybe.
Really.
And and I know there are times that that's necessary, but
Yeah.
in those instances, especially like we were talking last time about when you just start doing something again and you tweak it.
Yeah.
You had an injury, but it doesn't mean that something is broken and can't be nurtured back to health. And I feel like that's what you guys are great at.
Oh, thanks. That's really always been our focus, is to work within, let the body within heal, right? And so whatever state that we can get it in, we want it to be in the best state to be able to heal itself. So we're really kind of focusing on each individual because everyone's different. In 30 years, we've had tens of thousands of patients, really, that we've been able to help, but no patient's been the same.
Right.
Not one injury is the same because every person is different. So we have to kind of really listen to each individual. Where are they coming from? I mean, yeah, they might have back pain, but maybe they have something else that's going on that's really underlying. Could be nutrition, could be something else, could be there's an emotional component.
Yeah.
I mean, we just don't know until we really start to focus on every individual and what's going on with them. Then we can start targeting weaknesses, or if they're overactive in one area, the laser's great for that too, to relax muscle spasms, right? So tension. So many times we're so tense, and so many people are carrying tension here. When we're shining that light there, it's almost like it's not so much the heat. Remember you mentioned the heat that feels good?
Yeah.
That's a warming, cool sensation that feels good. It's really the light
Yeah.
that is penetrating the cells, that is creating microcirculation, pulling inflammation out, calming those spasms down, because we can actually, and with our laser, it's the only one that I know of its kind, that we have a contact ball.
Okay.
So we don't just shine it with a cone.
Yeah.
We can actually contact the tissue, and then there's a therapeutic deep tissue muscle release, and that's where we get a lot of results too, is because we're doing massage at the same time.
Yeah.
And
We're doing a lot
One of my favorite things.
everyone has issues with their body. It's coming to see you. It should be nothing anyone should be too nervous about. You're there to help.
Yeah, I think people sometimes there's maybe still even some stigma about is chiropractic safe? I mean, it is the safest thing on the planet in terms of healthcare. The body is designed to heal. Unfortunately, when it's out of position, it can't heal properly. So we're trained with very low force techniques, comfortable techniques, and virtually everyone is, when they're coming out of there, they're feeling better, they're thinking better, they're moving better, and it's comfortable, it's safe with our techniques, and so I think that the world should know that, even like for pregnancies, things like that. When we'll do a segment maybe just for pregnancies, but like we get that question: is it okay to get adjusted when you're pregnant? And it is the best time for the infant and mom, so that the delivery goes better, things of that nature. So, it's pretty cool that and we treat infants from day one. Yeah. So it's a different art, it's a different adjustment, but it's really safe and comfortable.
Give Doc Penn a call or visit docpenn.com. Like we've talked about, so many different areas that Doc may be able to help you improve your performance and just your overall health. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Absolutely, Andy. Thanks for having me. Thanks.
Dr. Penn. Dr. Penn from Penn Chiropractic on The Morning Show. More of the show right after this.